With just a few weeks to go before Christmas, we've got lots of magical numismatic news to recap on.
So we returned to the 100 Acre Wood for the last time in 2020 as Piglet joined his friends on a brand new 50p coin.
And an updated Scarcity Index saw some big 50p movers and shakers, and we had some very festive issues from the British Isles and Crown Dependencies.
We definitely did. You know what? I can't believe that Christmas is nearly here and we have got loads of coin news to catch up with from the month of November.
Well, it's certainly been a busy month, so why don't we get started and run through some of the highlights.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Alex, and welcome to your Change Checker newsletter for November. So this month we saw an updated Scarcity Index, and as less cash is being used in the current climate, it is evident that this has been affecting collecting. And it seems it's also exposed some new trends on our indexes, as one 50p has dropped a huge 15 places. Now we've also seen A to Z 10p climbing up 12 places on the 10p index. So I think there's definitely a lot to say about the current climate that we're living in and how that impacts our change collecting.
Yeah, I think you're right. Lots of changes to those scarcity indexes. And you know what? I think it's been a fair few years since we've seen the top £2 coins on the index see any changes, but we've had quite a shuffle around, and we've actually seen one of the Commonwealth Games £2 being knocked off of the top of the index. So I think it's really interesting to see those changes. It's really great because obviously the £2 index has sort of stayed fairly stable the last few years, where less £2 coins have entered circulation. But I think where less cash is being used, people are looking for new opportunities to maybe swap coins, maybe even looking on the secondary market as well. And we have seen some changes in those collecting trends. But if you want to find out more about the 50p, £2 and A to Z 10p coins in your change and how sought after those coins are, make sure you head over to our updated Scarcity Index blog. So Piglet was the third and final 2020 Winnie the Pooh 50p coin to be released in this really exciting brand new 50p coin series. Now we know the series is going to stretch over 3 years, so we've seen the first 3 coins already, but there will be an incredible 9 coins in total, and I for one can't wait until we meet all of the other characters from the 100 Acre Wood. But this brand new Piglet 50p has definitely got to melt some of the hearts of collectors out there. It is lovely. You see Piglet blowing on a dandelion, and it really does just capture the massive heart of Piglet, who is such a fond character from the 100 Acre Woods.
Yeah, he really is one of the main characters, isn't he? You know, we couldn't have a Winnie the Pooh 50p series without Piglet. He's certainly one of my favourite characters. I know he's one of yours as well, Rachel, but I think when it comes to this series, you know, when you combine obviously coin collecting with the worldwide interest and love of Winnie the Pooh, you've got a winner, haven't you, really? You know, these coins are going to be so sought after by collectors and Winnie the Pooh fans alike. We've already seen the Winnie the Pooh and Christopher Robin 50p's proving incredibly popular with collectors, with lots of them snapping them up and adding them to their collections. So if you want to find out more and if you want to secure this Piglet 50p to your collection, and you can secure a set of 3 of them, so those 2020 dated coins, you can do so by heading over to the Change Checker blog. Well, the Tower of London £5 series concluded this month with the infamous prison £5 coin. Now, like I said, this was the final coin in the 2020 Tower of London series, and what a one to end it on, because it celebrates the Tower's gruesome history. Now, of course, in this series so far, we have seen the Royal Mint, the Royal Menagerie, the White Tower, and of course now the infamous prison. We obviously knew when this series was going to be released. On that first coin, we saw a slight glimpse at that Norman arch window jigsaw style piece, but now we've got all of them, we can place them together, and it really does spell out such a beautiful motif between all 4 coins. But like I said, you know, I personally think this coin takes the edge in the 2020 series. It's definitely my favourite of the 4, as you know, the Tower of London has housed some, you know, a variety of famous prisoners, including those 3 Queens of England. So we've had Anne Boleyn, Catherine Howard, and Lady Jane Grey. But I think the most special part about this coin is that Timothy Node's design actually features the words "My liberty denied," which is meant to be taken from graffiti in the tower, which is attributed to a prisoner that was there at the time. So, you know, what a fitting tribute to the Tower of London and its prisoners. I just think it's great, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. I think what's special about these coins is the story behind them. Obviously, the Tower of London is such an iconic part of British history, so it really is great that these coins are celebrating that history and heritage. And I think what's really special as well is that each coin features that exclusive mint mark, which can only be seen on the Tower of London coins. So we had these 4 coins which were released in 2020, but there are another 4 coins that were released last year as well. So those were the very first Tower of London £5 coins. Those featured the Legend of the Ravens, the Crown Jewels, Ceremony of the Keys, and the Yeoman Warders. So a really great collection of coins. And they actually all combined together to form a bird's eye view of the tower itself, which I think is a really great way to combine all the coins together and unify them. My favourite of the 2019 series had to be the Legend of the Ravens. I really loved the story behind that coin. It's told that if the ravens ever leave the tower, then the tower itself will fall. Alex, I know you mentioned a bit about the story behind the final coin in the 2020 series, the infamous prison, which has just been released, but do you have a favourite of the 2019 coins as well?
Well, I do think the Legend of the Ravens is, the story behind it's magnificent, isn't it, really, like you say? But I think for me, it's got to be the Crown Jewels. I think, aside from the prison, it's the Crown Jewels that draws people to the tower. They're magnificent. They are so majestic. They really are an icon of Britain and its monarchy that dates back, centuries. So to see the Crown Jewels glorified on a £5 coin is just amazing. And the design of that coin is so detailed and intricate, it'd be hard not to love it. But there are favourites from the 2019 and 2020 series. Let us know in the comments what yours are. We want to know what, out of the 2019 £5 coins, which one is your favourite? Perhaps you agree with Rachel, perhaps you agree with me. Let us know. But if you want to find out more about both of the series, you can do so by heading to the Change Checker blog and searching Tower of London.
So if there's one thing that's going to get you in that festive spirit this year, it has got to be singing Christmas carols. Now, don't worry, Alex and I are not going to start singing anytime soon, but we had some fantastic news as 5 Guernsey 50p coins were released featuring some of our favourite Christmas carols. So these included some of the best known carols, including Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Away in a Manger, O Little Town of Bethlehem, While Shepherds Watch Their Flocks, and We Three Kings. So some really great carols to be celebrated on 50p coins. I love a festive coin and I really love these Christmas carol ones. But do you have a favourite carol yourself, Alex?
Oh, favourite Christmas carol? That's a tough question. I think Christmas carols for everyone particularly draw back festive memories, don't they? Either singing Christmas carols at Christmas time. But for me, I think Away in a Manger has got to be the one that takes the top spot. It just brings back memories of being in primary school, in secondary school, and doing our Christmas nativities right before Christmas. So yeah, a perfect festive tradition, I think, has been celebrated on these coins. I love them. I think they're, amazing. And what's more, you can actually buy these 50p's in a festive set, can't you?
Exactly, you can. So you can get all 5 50p coins in a special festive presentation, which I think is a really great way to own the coins. If you want to get your hands on the coins individually, you can only actually secure the Hark the Herald 50p, and that one comes in a custom Christmas card as well, which has been left blank inside for you to add a personalised message. So I think that's really special. And I think Hark the Herald Angels Sing has got to be my favourite Christmas carol. Again, like Alex, I remember being part of Christmas nativities growing up. In fact, I even starred as an angel one year, so that's my claim to fame and my little bit of stardom. But yeah, I think some really great coins have been released, and it's really interesting as well having the Guernsey coins being released, which are always so popular with collectors. We've seen a few British Isles coins which have just proved really, really sought after. I think collectors are going to love these ones, but if you do want to find out more about them or to secure them to your collection, you can head over to the Change Checker blog now.
Can you hear those sleigh bells ringing? Well, that's because Santa is coming to town in the form of a brand new 50p and £2 coin. Now, these very festive coins have been released by the government of Gibraltar, which is bound to make them particularly sought after by collectors. Isn't that right, Rachel?
Definitely. We've seen in the past that Gibraltar coins have proved really, really popular with change checkers. In fact, last year we had the 2019 breast cancer £2, which was a Gibraltar coin, and they were super, super popular. In fact, they sold out within hours. So you can just see how much collectors love the Gibraltar coins. And I'm sure that this festive 50p and £2 coin is going to prove just as popular with collectors, if not more so, because of course that festive theme is just really, really lovely. Seeing Santa in his sleigh, I think, is a really great design. But of course, the lower mintage figures of British Isles coins, in particular, these ones from Gibraltar, it does mean that they are more sought after with collectors. Gibraltar has a much lower population than the UK, so they do issue their coins in lower mintage figures. But if you want to find out more about these coins, you can head over to our blog and you can find out all you need to know about the Gibraltar festive 50p and £2 coin. So this year actually marks 150 years since the passing of one of the greatest novelists of the Victorian era. Of course, we're talking about Charles Dickens. And this anniversary has been celebrated with the release of 3 enchanting £2 coins, which are based on Dickens' much-loved Christmas tale, A Christmas Carol. So these coins feature Scrooge and the Ghost of Christmas Present, Scrooge with the Ghost of Christmas Past and Christmas Yet to Come, and Scrooge with Tiny Tim, and that coin acts as a representation of his redemption, which I think is a really lovely and touching tribute to this wonderful Christmas tale. I absolutely love A Christmas Carol. I think it's such a wonderful Christmas story, and it's really great that it has been celebrated on these coins that have been released by the Isle of Man.
Now, these £2 coins are following in some very popular footsteps, as we've seen some incredible issues from the Isle of Man for Christmas. And considering that this significance of the 150th Charles Dickens anniversary year, this set is sure to be in high demand amongst collectors. Now, obviously, this does follow in the footsteps of that amazing 2012 Charles Dickens £2 coin. So that was obviously a UK coin. And I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but it is my favourite coin to date. I love Charles Dickens. So I'm so glad that he's been celebrated once more, this time on the Isle of Man. I think, like you said, Rachel, he is really one of the greatest novelists of all time. And A Christmas Carol, everyone loves it, everyone knows it, and it really is a true festive film. But if you want to find out more about these new issue coins, you can do so by heading to the Change Checker blog and searching A Christmas Carol. So as we've been spending a little bit more time at home this month, Change Checker was on hand with a 50p and significant moments in history celebrated on coins quiz. Now, we've already chosen our winners and we were doing a little giveaway, so congratulations if you've been chosen as one of our winners. But these quizzes are still open for you to have a go at. I love a quiz. It's so good to test your own knowledge, but there is nothing better than a coin quiz.
Oh, definitely. I think you're right there, Alex. So if you guys want to test your knowledge as well, to take part in our 50p quiz, head over to www.changechecker.org/changecheckers 50p quiz. Or if you want to take part in our significant moments celebrated on UK coins quiz, then head over to www.changechecker.org/significant moments in history on coins. So Change Checker's live coin bingo returned this month as we went live on YouTube for an amazing round of bingo using your 50p coins that you have in your collection. So thank you to everyone who joined. I certainly had a lot of fun, and a massive thank you to Alex for all the hard work behind the scenes.
Well, you did a great job, Rachel. I'm sure everyone else that watched will say the same. But of course, we have to say a big thank you to everyone that took part. It was amazing to see so many of you getting involved. We did put out a poll on Facebook to decide what time. But if you'd love to do another coin bingo, perhaps if you'd like to do an evening bingo, do let us know in the comments below, because we love taking part in stuff like this. Coin bingo is as much fun for us as it is for you guys. So let us know in the comments if you'd like to see another one.
Well, November has been absolutely jam-packed full of numismatic news and lots of activities to get involved with, including the Change Checker Awards, which are due to close on the 4th of December. So if you haven't already, make sure you head over to our blog to submit your nominations.
Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, to subscribe if you've liked this video and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all our latest videos. And if you're watching on Facebook and have enjoyed watching, give us a like.
Remember, you can also listen to our Change Checker podcast wherever and whenever you are, completely on the go. The podcast is available across all major streaming platforms.
Thank you for watching, and we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all in the new year.